Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Focus channel. In our previous video, we explored how to make a table scrollable both horizontally and vertically, providing a user-friendly way to navigate through extensive data. Today, we are taking things a step further by showing you how to make a table resizable, granting you even more control over your data presentation. Imagine you are working with a table containing a mix of short and long values. Some columns might be cramped while others might have excessive white space. The sizable table resolves this problem by letting you adjust the weight of each column to match its content perfectly. This not only makes your table visually appealing, but also optimize their layout for better user experience. So how do we have this? So how do we achieve this magic? Let's dive to coding. In the previous video, I have write this code. It is the HTML code of the table, and we also write some CSS to make this table uh, scrollable horizontally and vertically. In this video, I am going to write this JavaScript to make this table resizable. Okay, let's write our JavaScript code. We need a function to make a table resizable. Let's write a script tag. I'm going to write the script code at the bottom of the HTML code, but you can write also in the external file and link your script tag at the bottom of your HTML code. Okay, that could be more better and clear, but I'm going to write here. Function, we'll create a function, make table resizable. This function will accept parameter, the ID of the table ID. Okay, let's access the th of this table. How can we do that? Const resizable ths document dot query selector all, and if you want to access all the values, all the IDs of the th of this table, in this case we can write inside the backtick hashtag and use the template literal, but you can also use the concatenation, but I am using template literal. It is more clear and nice, I think. Table ID and the th of this table. Now we have access to all the IDs of this th of this table, and the function accept this ID. We pass this ID to the function, and in later I will show you how to do that. Okay, now I want to access each of the th of this table. How we can do that? And we will write the for each resizable tds dot for each, and I will call this callback function for each of the th. Okay, I'm going to get the ID of each th. We will need that in the code. Const column ID th.id, and let's set this ID as a class for our TDs. As you can see, all of the TDs have the same class of the ID of TH. And if you want to access all these classes, so we can act like this. Column class is equal to, we use the backtick to change this ID to the class dot, we use the dot notation to change the class column ID. Okay, let's also define a variable for the starting. When we drag the header, and we need the position of our cursor, start x, let start, and the weight of the initial weight of the th, start weight. Okay, let's access the initial weight of our th and set it to the initial weight for that, because we want to our ths should have the same weight as the TDs, because when we drag the header, the column, to resize that, increase or decrease the weight, so it should move together uh, together to match together, and not rearrange the column of the header and table cell. Okay, cons any initial weight equal to the th offset weight. The offset weight will give you the weight of the element. Now we want to get the weight of th, so we use offset weight to have access that. It is usually calculated by pixel. In this case, we also use pixel. Let's set it as an initial value for the th. Style dot weight is equal to initial weight. Okay. Now we need to access our TDs. Const, let's name it associated TDs is equal to document dot query selector all, and we have as the th and the tds class, the th id and tds class are the same, so we change this id to the class. Now we can have this class here to access all the tds of our table. Okay, now I'm going to access each tds of our table. Let's write an associated for each for associated TDs. Let's change it. TDs dot for each. I'm going to access each of the TD and set the initial value which we have accessed here from the TH. Now we will set it to the TDs. They should have the same initial value at the start. Style dot weight is equal to initial TDs. We set the initial value for our TH and TDs. Now we want to achieve that when the user click on the header and drag or resize the table, what will happen? In this case, we need the event listener method to do that for us. Let's try the event listener for our TH. Add event listener. Which event listener we need? For the first time, when the user click, we will write a mouse down. Let's get the coordinate of the mouse where the user click the mouse. For it, we use the page X. Page X shows the relative position of the cursor. Let's add it into the star X equal to the E dot page X, and also add value to the star weight, and in this case we will add the weight of the th, just offset weight. And now let's write another event listener when the user move the mouse. Okay, document dot add event listener mouse move. In this case, we need a function to call when the mouse move. Handle mouse move function. I will create this function right now, but before that, we write we should access to the direction of the table, because maybe some of you use the right to left table, and some of the people may use the left right table. If you use, for example, Arabic or Persian, your table will be from right to left. And if you use English content, so it is usually from left to right. How we can do that? Const is RTL. Let's access to our document, document direction, document element direction. There are, and it is RTL. Let's also write a comment for that, for right to left table. Also copy paste this one for our LTR table. LTR is for left to right table. Okay, I will explain each of them inside the function. Now we should create this function. This function will accept an event. Now inside the function we will check if the table is RTL, how we can calculate the weight, and if the table is LGR, how we can calculate the weight of the page or header. Okay, let's first write the code for the RTL. Const offset if is RTL, if it is RTL, our function, so we deal like this: start x, the initial weight, the weight of, as we initialized here, the page x, minus e dot page x, else start x, else e dot page x minus start x. If it is LTR, we will copy paste this one. Let's change the name of the variable, balance. If it is LTR, so we will change just the place of this calculation. Okay, that's all for the RTL and LTR table. Now I'm going to comment this one because I only work with the LTR table, but I will show you at the end of the video how to what is the difference between these two lines of code when we are dragging or resizing the column. Okay, and let's set this new calculation weight to the new weight variable, which is equal to start weight minus the balance. It's the new weight for the tage dot style dot weight, which is equal to the new weight. I'm going to set the th weight to the new weight, and also let's set this new weight for our TDs. Inside this function we access to the associated TDs. I'm going to copy paste here this. Okay, but in this case it is equal to the new weight. Okay, now the calculated weight is set for our TDs, for our TH and TDs. Okay, let's see the result. It's not working. We didn't call the function. Okay, let's call the function on the onload of the web page. Window.onload is equal to function I'm going to, okay, document. Sorry, we need to call a function here inside the onload. What is the ID of the table? We will copy paste the ID of the table and set as a parameter an argument for this function. Okay, let's see that. As you can see, when I click on the one header, but I'm not able to click on the other header because we need to remove the mouse move event handler. We need here to write document dot add event listener when the mouse up, when we release the mouse. So we have to remove our event listener to call another event listener if you want to click on the other table th. Mouse up event listener. Let's okay, let's remove this one. Instead of add, I'm using remove event listener. Okay. Now I can, as you can see, resize the column. I'm going to write some CSS. The content here in this column, as you can see, the content is overflow each other, but it should not overflow on each other. And let's write some CSS code for that. Okay, I'm going to write here. The overflow should be hidden for the TDs, for the TD and TH. Now I think, as you can see, the text is not over the other text. And also, I'm going to write three dots because the user should know there is more content. How can we do that? We write the text dash overflow ellipsis. As you can see, there is more content and the CSS added three dots, so the user can understand there is more content. Okay. Still, I think we need to write some code because when the user is here, the cursor should change because the user should understand. And now I can resize this column. How we can achieve that? So let's target the th and change the cursor to the resizable table. Cursor call dash resize. Now, as you can see, when you move the mouse on the header, cursor will change to the drag event. Okay. And also, I'm going to write some, the disable or none to the user select mode of the mouse. Okay. And also, let's write some hover when the user hover, they should know where the cursor is located. Okay. In this case, I'm going to write hover for the th. Let's change the background color. The background color should be something like this, I think. Would be better. Yeah. As you can see now, but as you can see, when I'm going to, for example, this column make larger, but it get smaller. But when I'm going to get to make this smaller or decrease the weight of this column, it get larger. I think we made some mistake inside the code, which is here. Let's change the place of this one. It might work. Yeah, it will work for LTR table. Let's see that. Now I'm going to, yeah, now it is working better. As you can, but if your table is RTL, you can write this code. I'm going to change this one. It is working for the RTL table. I'm going to comment this one and uncomment this one, and also uncomment this one. Okay. And instead of balance, I'm going to use the offset. As you can see, it is working for the right to left table. As you can see, I'm going to make this table larger. So I click here and drag it to the left, so the weight become wider, and when I drag to the right, the weight become smaller. So it is working for the RTL table. But I'm going to Control Z. Let's back to the previous stage. Okay, now it's working for our table, and that's very nice. As you can see, resizing column is simple as clicking and dragging. This functionality makes your table flexible and adaptable to various dataset and screen size. With this powerful script, you can enhance your tables and provide a user with a much more convenient and visual appealing data experience, whether you're working with spreadsheet, customer list, or any kind of tabular data. Making your table resizable is valuable skill to have. You can find the code of this episode on my GitHub, which I will include the link in the description of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Tech Focus channel for more insightful tutorial and tips. And if you have any question about this script or other coding topics, feel free to leave comment below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.